Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's episode, not barbecuing, we're not doing any guns. Today we're going to be showing you my indoor golf simulator that I purchased this past year. During COVID, I wanted to be able to practice and do what I needed to do. And so I decided to go ahead and start researching all these different types of golf monitors, okay? Golf simulator monitors. You know, I looked at SkyTrack, of course. I looked at the higher end guys, you know, and they're $40,000, $50,000. And so about 2 months I did some research, and what I decided to do and what I decided to use for me was the Uneekor QED. Now, the thing about the Uneekor QED that I liked was it was really a really good piece of technology for the price you were getting. Okay, so I decided to go ahead and purchase that. I wasn't really big. I didn't really want to need anything to take to the range. That's something that if you guys are looking for something to take to the range, the Uneekor QED is not for you. So this is something that worked for me. I wanted to build a bay. I wanted to have a product I didn't have to move, like the SkyTrack right or left. It's overhead, and it was absolutely perfect for me. Now, the only downfall I think to the QED, to me personally, because I think the technology, and I've taken my information to the course, and this thing is spot on. I mean, even putting to me is really good. So the only thing I didn't like about the QED was that you had to use special golf balls with the little, all the dots on it, okay? So, and what I've done though is I did buy a bunch of them through Unicorn. They're unicorn balls. They come in a box kind of like this. So got a box from these guys. Urethane Unicorn Balls. UrethaneUnicorns.com is where I got them. And they absolutely work perfect. They spin better than the actual balls you get from QED. They send you, I believe, a pack of a dozen when you buy it. Okay? So we purchased this. My kit was basically a 16 by 16 by 10. We got a nice screen that we have. We also got the, I believe it's the Optima Projector. It was a short throw projector. It's about 7.6 feet from the actual screen itself, and it works. Now, one thing we're trying to do, I'm working with my guy, as you can see, top and bottom, the screen's not completely set in, so we're going to be working on that to get that actually working and handled. Okay, so kind of what I wanted to do is just kind of do a rundown. I use the Golf Club 2019 as my stuff, and I also recently purchased something. I believe it's called Simulator Golf Tour. It's a really good product too. I like it. So I've got two things that I use. Okay, so for that goes. So basically, to get this thing going, what you have to do is you got to go over and click your pod, and right now, as you can see, it says no ball. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a ball down right here in the mat. Now you can see it says ready. Okay, so at this point right now, you're ready. Load up your software and go from there. Now I've got a computer, and I'll just kind of turn it over here to the side. And I've got a computer that I actually use everything on with a stand. And I've got a lot of different stuff that I bought. I can put in the description to help a lot of different people. And if you got questions on what to get, because this is a big ticket item that you buy, okay? You know, you start spending, this whole setup cost me right at about $20,000, everything. You want to make sure that the system that you're buying is what you want to buy, especially when you're spending that type of money, okay? So basically what I do at this point right now is I'll go over to the computer, okay? We'll get on the screen itself, and we'll click on the golf simulator console. It'll pop up. You can move this out of the way here. Just move it over here. Hit start game, start the simulator golf tour. It'll load up at this time. You can just go ahead and minimize the pod over here. Just minimize it down. And get it going here. Unity loaded up. QED United. It's really, I actually, the courses, man, are a lot of fun. I've been able to play on the tour, on the TGC 2000. I think right now I'm ranked like 100th in the world or something like that. The last few months, my stuff has been down. That's one thing you need to make sure of. I've actually put my actual unit inside of my shop, which is about 200 yards from my house. So internet's real big. You got to have internet with this stuff, okay? So I started out trying to get something that would actually send a signal over to the shop. Spent a bunch of money on that. That didn't work. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, if you're in that situation, don't buy all that stuff. Run you a line, okay? So what I've done is I've ran a line. Now, in my home, I have a pretty nice size home, a 7,500 square foot home, and I have a hard time getting internet all over the house. So we've got two actual routers. So right now, I bought a system that's coming that's going to only have one, and then my stuff line is written over here. I'll be able to use another system over here to get internet and wireless in my shop. So that's what I'm working on right now, okay? Right now, I actually have the computer directly hardwired with wire from the house itself, okay? So internet's real big. You got to have that right. If not, you're going to be in a mess, okay? So make sure that you're prepared. If you've got a shop, internet is something you need to go ahead and pre-plan before you get started. That's what I would say do now, okay? Now, as you can see, Golf Club 2019's come up. You come over here and you click enter, and voila, there you are. So you've got a bunch of different things here to actually deal with. Home, you can play a local match if you want to with the courses you've got. You can edit your golfer inside this. Settings, go offline, and that's going to be for another. I'll review the TGC, but right now we want to talk about Uneekor. But I just want to show you how you would get here. So let's go on and talk about their actual information that they use and technology that they use. So we're going to confirm it, and we're going to go ahead and use QED Ignite. That's actually Uneekor's stuff that you can use. And the cool thing about it is I got a really bad golf swing. So I've got a couple height robot cameras set from back and on the side. So I get instant feedback because when I play golf, my tendency is I want to flare, and I do that still. So when I play, my elbow's here, which causes me to come down real steep, okay? So that's what I wanted to be able to do, is get information to show me where my side spin was, my back spin was, you know, if I was coming over the top, if I was coming too far inside, whatever. That's what this information will do. If you want to be a good golfer, you have got to do stuff like this, okay? You've got to have the right information that you can, you know, go and look at and say, hey, I need to fix this. Because in golf, as we all know, you could be just a little bit off, and that's the difference between 10, 15, and 20 yards, okay? And a driver, that could be, I hit the ball a long way, so that could be the difference between 50 to 80 yards. So it was important to me to try to do this. So that's why we decided to use the Uneekor deal. Thought it was right for me. So at this point right now, you can go to new club, and the cool thing is each club, you can save a file. So you can go and, like, you know, when you hit 7-iron, you can save that file, and it'll tell you about your 7-iron, you know, and you can put when you hit it and all that good stuff. You know, you got driver, 3-wood, 5-wood, iron, 3, and all that. I think you can change all that information too if you want to. So what we're going to do right now is just add a 7-iron, hit add, and you can see it's pretty crisp screen right now that you got. So everything at this moment looks pretty decent. Right now I've got my overhead lights on, so if I'll turn it on in a second so you guys can see that it's pretty good quality stuff. So inside their actual software, you can go to swing motion. Now, one of my cameras is jacked up. We're having to work with it. We'll get that fixed on the height deal. I think there's a setting when I did an update, it changed it up a little bit. But I'm using the right camera right now. It's really all I need. Now, I hadn't hit any balls, so this is probably going to be pretty rough. Let's get a glove. I also had a little wreck yesterday on a razor, so my neck's a little stiff too. That's what happens when you get old also. So, as you can see right here, right now, we got the camera. This camera's working. If I've got the lights off, what I do a lot, I can turn the lights on underneath there. It's on the camera stand, and go to town, and it shows it really well. So let's see if we can maybe tilt this down a little bit, maybe. I'm gonna come down just a little bit on the deal so y'all can see the ball. Let's see if we can get it here. Might have to do it a little bit different. Let's see. That's okay. We'll just do it from here. Maybe next time we'll do that. I'll have that all set up. I'm a newbie at this stuff. I enjoy doing it like this. I know a lot of people want perfect edited videos on YouTube. One thing about me is I'm real, I'm raw. So bear with me, but I can help you with this. So right here, what you're gonna do is put your ball down. All right, as I said, I'm a little stiff, so let's see what happens here. All right, so at that point, that was a pretty bad golf swing. Nothing was crisp about it. That's a 7-iron. I normally hit that 7-iron when I'm loose, about 180, 185, okay? So as you can see over here, you're able to go and replay this. Well, let's replay it. We can go slow. So you can move it. We can see right here on the side, you see that elbow flying out right here? That's what I have a problem with. And see that lean, that tilt, reverse pivot? Not bad right here, but then I get the chicken wing right there. So I've got instant feedback. At the bottom right here, you can see smash factor was awful. I mean, I want that smash factor for me to be at about 1.5 or more, okay? We got the face pad 2.1 degrees, ball speed 96.9, face angle 4.2, club speed 85.5, and then club path there, okay? Over here, you can see pretty much outside the end, it was just bad all the way around. So, I know at this moment, this Uneekor QED is perfect. It's telling me, buddy, you got to get better. So, get back down, go back to live, okay, and set it back up. All right, I'm gonna try to go here. A little bit better on the hit. Elbow still felt like it was flying out. You can see now my smash factor went up to 1.32 from 1.13. Ball speed went up. Club speed about the same, but the smash factor was better. That's why it was better. So basically on this QED, like I said, you got instant feedback. It's an awesome system, okay? I almost bought SkyTrack, and I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I got the QED. And like I said, for me, it was perfect. They have other deals, I believe, where you don't have to use the markers on the ball and stuff like that. But, you know, for me, this was a perfect deal, okay? I'm going to be doing more videos. I'm going to actually do a review on the software from the Simulator Golf Tour and also the TGC 2019. I'm curious if they're going to come out with something new with that. I'm sure they are. But this is a wonderful product, a great setup for the unit. As you can see inside the unit itself, I'm going to pull this up right here, right quick like. We actually made it where you could putt. I got like 3 putting holes in the front, 2 in the back. We used a fiber built mat. I believe it's a 9x4 mat. You can see where I've hit a lot right there in the center. Okay. So it's a great setup. The only thing you got to be careful with, the actual tubes that we used are basically, you know, tubing, basically fence tubing almost, but it's steel. You got to be careful hitting balls. I had to use basically at the bottom insulation for like HVAC and stuff. So you hit those posts. I've actually had it hit the post and come back and hit me in my leg and put a big goose egg on my leg. You know, it was pretty scary when it happened. And I had another time where it hit me actually in the groin. So that's something you need to make sure that you're prepared with when you build one of these. I'll go over some of the accessories on another video, you know, from things that you can buy inside for this that are cool. But awesome product. It's good if you're trying to get better at golf. And that's it. But that's what I got for today. If you guys like this content, I tell you, if you could do me a favor, please like and follow the channel itself. Go and subscribe to the channel, I should say. I'm new at this all this link. I'm a TikTok guy, and this is all new for me. So also hit the notification deal, so when I have another video, it'll notify you that, you know, I'm doing something else. And I'm going to be doing a lot of cool stuff from, like I said, from, you know, my simulator golf to my guns to smoking. I'm known as the actual silverback smoker. So I got a lot of cool stuff to share. But thank you guys for listening today. Like I said, go in comments too, man, good or bad. I'm not like most people in America right now, man. Bad, you know, if I'm not doing good, tell me what I need to do better. I appreciate all the feedback I can get. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I've generated a multi-million-dollar company from basically getting better. So to me, trying to do YouTube, feedback from you guys is very important. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all listening today and look forward to being able to share more content down the road.